Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute since you guys last saw my face, so I thought to come on here and show my face, and more importantly wish you guys a very happy new year from me to you personally. So I know I've been saying that in all of my videos, however I haven't shown my face this year like I mentioned earlier, and I also wanted to show you guys the headband that I'm rocking, which is what today's video is going to be all about. It's going to be a DIY on how to make the headband. However, before we get into details about the video, if you are a new subscriber, welcome. My name is Ayotola, the creative director of So Unique by Adunni and the content creator of this YouTube channel DIY with So Unique by Adunni, and this channel was created just for you, and I would like to invite you to be a part of this family. All you need to do is hit the subscribe button right here on your screen, as well as the notification bell, so you don't miss out on all the awesome content that I have for you. You also want to follow me on social media with the handles being shown on the screen. If you're an old subscriber, a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being a part of this family. You already know how I feel about you. I love you guys and I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the constant support. Thank you for the encouraging messages that you guys leave in all my videos. You guys are absolutely amazing. All right guys, so back to the details of today's video. It's going to be another fun and detailed tutorial, like you can tell. And today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make this scrunchy headband or statement headband, whatever one you want to call it. So I don't know if you guys have been seeing it, but it's kind of a thing now in Nigeria, and many people would rather wear this as opposed to tying a gele or the headgear, whatever you want to call it. So basically the beauty about it is that it can be made from any fabric. It can be made from your ashwabi fabric. So that means if you have an event and they picked out a particular fabric, you can actually use your fabric to make your own headband. And of course, if you want to mismatch or just make from random fabric like what I have on here, you can definitely do that. Like I said earlier, I made mine out of satin, and it's just like a rose goldish satin, and this is a really huge one, guys. It's big, right? If you don't want yours to be as big as that, I'm going to tell you what to do in the video so that you can have it much smaller and a bit more conservative. And to be fair, I'm a conservative person, but I know my sister is going to take this off me because she wears headbands and I don't. So yeah, that's fine. All right guys, so we're going to move into the video for today. Without further ado, thank you so much for tuning with me. Thank you for engaging with all my videos. If you haven't been engaging, please, I'd like to encourage you to please like, share, subscribe if you haven't, leave a comment, just engage with my videos because it absolutely helps me, guys. Thank you so much for helping me get to where I am. Thank you for 8,000 subscribers. Thank you for being awesome, and happy new year once again. Enjoy the video, guys. Make your scrunchy or statement headband, you'll need the following items. You need your measuring tape. You'd also need a loop turner. However, I don't have a loop turner, so I tend to use my screwdriver to do that. You need your fabric scissors. You need your tailor's chalk or fabric marker. I've got a miserable piece of tailor's chalk here. You need your safety pin. You'd also need your elastic, and I've got this 1-inch elastic. As you can see, it just measures about 1 inch. You'd also need your fabric, and I've got this satin fabric that I'm going to be using. It's in a lush rose gold color that I absolutely love. And of course, you need some pins as well. To make your scrunchy headband, go ahead and cut out the main piece of fabric as a rectangle that measures out 40 inches in length and 10 inches in width. However, if you want something a bit more conservative, you can go for a width of 6 inches as opposed to 10 inches. I'm folding mine to cut it out so that it's more manageable. So I measured at 20 inches while it was on fold, so that when I open it up, it will give me 40 inches in length and 10 inches in width. After cutting out the main piece of fabric, which is the rectangular fabric, you'll need to cut out another rectangular piece, and the rectangular piece that you're cutting out now will be used for the elastic casing. This must measure 4 inches in width and 15 inches in length. So go ahead and cut out the elastic casing so that it measures 4 inches wide and 15 inches long. Next, go ahead and cut out a third piece of fabric, which will serve as the lining. The lining should measure 3 inches in width and 15 inches in length. So you'll be cutting out yet another rectangle that is 3 inches by 15 inches. By now, you should have 3 rectangles cut out. The first one, which is the main piece, will measure 10 inches by 40 inches. The second one, which is the elastic casing, will measure 4 inches by 15 inches. And then the third piece, which is the lining piece, will measure 3 inches by 15 inches. After cutting out all the pieces, go ahead and fold the main piece and elastic casing piece into 2 as shown, and then go ahead and sew along the edges all the way to the bottom. You'll be sewing on 1/2 inch sewing allowance. After sewing the elastic casing piece and the main piece, this is what it looks like. The next thing to do is to turn them right side out. So you'll be using your loop turner for this, and I'm starting with the elastic casing. You basically just want to turn it inside out so that you have the right side out. You want to repeat the same thing for the main piece. However, it's a lot bigger, so I didn't have to use a loop turner. I just, flipped it inside out with my hand. Next, we'll need to cut up some elastic so that we can feed the elastic into the elastic casing. So go ahead and cut out your elastic so that your elastic is about 7 inches in length. So as you can see, I measured out my elastic, making sure it's not stretched out, and measured out 7 inches and cut it up. The next thing is to attach the elastic to the safety pin, then feed the elastic into the elastic casing as shown. You want to make sure that your elastic does not disappear into the casing, so you basically want to make sure to sew the ends together. As shown, you want to sew the elastic to the fabric at the end, just like this. After sewing the elastic to one end, go ahead and push it until the elastic comes out on the other end. Remove the safety pin, and then you also want to sew it at the other end so that you can keep the elastic into the casing. Afterwards, you should have the casing looking like this. With the safety pin, insert or feed the lining into the made fabric. You want to make sure to sew the end of the main fabric and the end of the lining together so that the lining does not disappear into the main fabric. So go ahead and sew the ends like this, and then continue feeding the lining into the main fabric until it comes out on the other end. When it comes out at the other end, you want to make sure to sew the lining to the main fabric so that it doesn't disappear inside as well. After passing the lining piece into the main fabric and sewing it at the ends, you have that scrunched up effect, and it looks really nice in my opinion. So the next thing to do is to attach the elastic band to the main fabric, and what you want to do is you want to match the right sides together and then pin the elastic band to the center of the main fabric. Wrap the left corner over it and then overlap with the right corner as shown. You want to hold it in place with a pin, and then you want to sew it over just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and hold it in place with a pin and then show you again at the other side. Please pay attention to this part, it is a bit tricky. Step 1, pin the band to the center. Step 2, wrap one side over just like that. Step 3, wrap the other side over. Step 4, hold all in place with a pin. Step 5, hold it together with a stitch. After sewing the elastic band in place with the main fabric, this is what it looks like. So I went ahead to trim it because the fabric was fraying a little, and then I went ahead to turn it over to the right side. When you do that, you'll notice that the joining disappears into the scrunchie, and it just looks really neat and really nicely done. So guys, this is what it looks like, and your statement headband or your statement scrunchie or scrunchie headband is now ready to be used. Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was worth your while. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to leave your comments, suggestions and feedback in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to get back to you guys. If there's any video you would like to see, let me know and I'll consider doing it and see what I can do about it. Thank you guys so much, and if you haven't subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video next Sunday. Bye.